Assalamualaikum and good morning. I hope you people are fine, and I'm again with another lecture, and my today's lecture is again relevant to the topic of biodiversity, which we started before a few days ago. But today what we'll discuss is the basis of classification. And that what are the bases or what is the purpose behind the classification of living organisms into groups and the subgroups? On which basis we did this classification? Well, it is based on the relationship between the and among the organism, and this relationships studies the similarities in the characteristics on the basis of which organisms are related to one another in evolutionary history. Means the classification is done on the basis of the relationship between and the among organism, and the relationship which we study is basically on the basis of similarities, the similarities in the characteristics between the organism and among the organism. On the basis of these similarities, how much one organism is related or similar to one another in evolutionary point of view as well. For example, before the example, the first we should know what are the similarities which we consider. The similarities basically we consider between and among the organism are the external structures, the internal structures of the organism, and the developmental stages. These are the three factors which we consider while considering the similarities or studying the similarities between and among the organism in order to classify them into groups and subgroups. Okay, here is the example, and we have the example of sparrow. And sparrows, they are related to pigeons as compared to insects. The example gives us a very clear picture of the basis of classification, because we know with respect to structure and their mode of movement, sparrows and pigeons, they are similar. Both are belong to the same family of birds. That is why they have similar characteristics to some extent, and which is the basic reason of their classification into the same group. Means sparrow and the pigeon, they both fall in the group of birds as compared to insects. Okay, the other thing is the genetics. Means on the basis of genetics means the study of genes. The similarities and the differences in the DNA of two organisms also helpful or prove helpful in the classification of the organism into groups and subgroups. So we can conclude that the study of genetics plus the study of similarities, which include internal structure, external structure, and developmental stages, we classify the organism into groups and subgroups. Okay, come towards another concept is the taxonomic hierarchy. That what is taxonomic hierarchy? The groups into which organism classified, they are termed as taxonomic categories or taxa. Taxa is a plural term and taxon is a singular term. And when this taxa, they form a ladder, means when we have a series of groups into which we classify the organism, it is known as taxonomic hierarchy. I repeat again, the groups into which organism classified, they are termed as taxonomic categories or taxa. Taxa is a plural word and the taxon is a singular word. And when the taxa form a ladder, which means when we have a series of groups, then it is termed as taxonomic hierarchy. Okay, now come towards the taxonomic hierarchy. Here is a taxonomic hierarchy. This is the largest taxon kingdom, and this is the smallest one. So we start from the smallest towards the largest. The smallest one is a species. Species the smallest group in the taxonomic hierarchy, in which we have a similar organism that resembles with one another. They all are included in the species group. The smallest or the end group of the taxonomic hierarchy, we have the species group, in which there are organisms which are similar organisms, they resemble with each other, and together these species they form genus, in which we have a related species. Then genus, it leads to family, then family combine to form order, order they combine to form class, class combine to form phylum, and the largest one is the kingdom, which is the largest taxon in the taxonomic hierarchy. And this taxonomic hierarchy or the ladder is very important, and from examination point of view as well. What you people should know is the correct order of this taxonomic hierarchy, then which means that first is always species, then genus, then family, order, class, phylum, kingdom. So you have to memorize the taxonomic hierarchy in a correct order. You can't change its arrangement. So the learning of the taxonomic hierarchy from species to kingdom is very important. Okay, now come towards the short questions, which are very important from examination point of view. The first short question is, okay, not from here, it's from here. Define taxonomic hierarchy and what are the bases of classification? These are the two important short questions. And from here, the other one is the classification of human, which we are now going to study. That what is the classification of human in pea plant. Here is the classification, simple classification of two organisms starting from the species towards the kingdom. If we talk about the human, then the species group we have H. sapiens. The human, the smallest group in the taxonomic hierarchy, species includes H. sapiens. In the genus, it is Homo. H means Homo, Homo sapiens, and genus include Homo, family Hominidae, order primates, class Mammalia, phylum Chordata, kingdom Animalia. The largest kingdom, the largest taxa in the taxonomic hierarchy. Again I repeat, the smallest one is H. sapiens, or you can say Homo sapiens, then Homo, then Hominidae, then primates, Mammalia, Chordata, and the last one is Animalia. And here is the classification of the pea plant. Pea plant starting from the species. There is a smallest group species. It includes P. sativum. P. sativum means Pisum sativum. And here is the Pisum. Then Fabaceae. Then Fabilis. Then Magnoliopsida. Then Magnoliophyta. And the largest one is the Plantae. Plantae, the largest taxon, which include all these groups, or you can say all these taxa. So this is a simple classification of two organisms, which is very important as well, and you have to learn both the classification and in a same way, in a same arrangement, in a correct order. So this is the end of the lecture. Thank you so much. Bye bye.